Alright, we should be about at the quest spot now. Hopefully we'll finally be getting into the city. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We welcome a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum. So come along and don't be slow, it's time to let your colors show. I can paint, portraits at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Certainly not everything I paint is soon sold, such as the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that I've seen no small amount of service. Flecks of paint, both old and new, and a tool much loved and most used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well, come with us, and we'll put on these talents to the test. And who's this hanger-on? We'll wish her a parasite. Why, this is my assistant. She whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I'll go with her or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave her fate in your hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to Eulmore's sweet embrace. Oh, where's the meal? We almost took our leave out, leaving a loving token. Must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. These guys sure love their meal.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days. Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Alright, I guess we're here at the start. Welcome to the City of Final Pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear? Moving right along, then. Our first task is the registry of residence, you know? Make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through to the Joyous Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Pay no mind to those folks off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gatetown, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means take your time. But why waste another moment? Go and enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we should make ourselves willing for the time being. The derelicts, okay. Got some shards here. I guess it is a city proper. Or something along those lines. Welcome to Eulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I'm Alphanod, an artist, and this is Nara, my assistant. Ah yes, I was informed of your arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Eulmore are divided into two classes. There are those that are free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Vothry, and the bonded, who work in the employment of the free. You'll be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you are chosen, in your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see, and you might tell us something of the patron we are to serve. The two patrons, actually, Chaz Nuz and Dula Chai, a minstrel couple of whom referred as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, so I would ask you to conduct yourself a respecting community for your own sake as well as much as theirs. Now a moment, please, while I complete your relevant paperwork. All in order. These are your registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you'll officially be Eulmorean citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. What have we here? Alpha and artist, artist assistant, to be employed in the service of Lord Chaznuz and Lady Dula Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Registration is hereby approved. I think it's best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... Oh dear. You smell hideous. Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Proceed directly to the Dulacery next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whatever showers are free. After you've rinsed away that stench, you'll want to splash yourself with this perfume, liberally. Once you make yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Corinne, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. I didn't realize we were so aromatic. We are slaughtering beasts left and right and been out in the blazing sunlight. Rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. Oh, okay, yeah. Thought we were looking for the guard there for a moment. Scent of roses, alright. That's not bad. Oh, you're showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not? That is to say, it's rather exposed for one's evolutions, is it not? Alice would be drying her hair by now. Wouldn't she just? Very well, I shall endeavor to emulate her boldness then. Courage, Alphanod. Well, I was embracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons, then? You're looking to present yourself to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city is laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of each other. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the lunator has its headquarters, and above that you've got the canopy, which is where the street citizens of Eulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you have to keep climbing until you run out of stairs, then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. Then you'll be there like it is not. Okay, so it's basically a spiraling tower for what it's saying. So we're just going to go ahead and put on sprint and keep on going up these stairs. That's the sky front. Oh, the Aetheryte's here. According to the message engraved in the base, special permission is required to use this Aetheryte. Oh, we can't use the Aetheryte yet. Okay. That does not bode well.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you are in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me! What an adorable boy! That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful! Welcome to Eulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture has begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to her heart's content. Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Can't really tell who wears the pants in that relationship. Alright, what's going on? I think Offnod still has to show up. Kind of a neat area, though. I was kind of expecting... I'm not sure exactly what I was expecting from here. Now you have the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, perhaps. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters. Only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I'd appreciate, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Sure, let's take a look around. Hello there, fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, it's 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Ahem, speaking of acquaintances, you weren't happy to have run into my attendant on their wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long hair, tied back. He was just escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I dropped my handkerchief. I've been waiting here all along while he's off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I'd be obliged if you could pass on the message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return my sight at once. Alright. Maybe off this way? Seems to kind of circle around here a bit. Oh, yeah, okay. Huh. Yeah, okay, I wasn't expecting this. Wicked white, that was too close. Thank you, Fran. I don't know what I've done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily I caught it on something. Thought if I could just stretch out far enough. You must think highly of your mistress. She is my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. There was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There's no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistresses have been ever so kind to me. I can think of no other place in Colosia where I could possibly be happier. So I may have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. Okay. My assistant told me everything. I'm very grateful that you were there to offer your assistance. You follow me highly, then. As if he were a member of my own family, I cannot live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society, our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore, a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial and intellectual or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has almost a miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse us, I'm going to see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten about you, of course. Our courageous messenger turned rescuer. All this talk of relying on the bonded, I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your worth unduly. Tour of the city, is it? Then you must really visit the beehive. It's always buzzing of activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Testa Bai usually has her seat near the entrance. She'll gladly speak with you on a number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Okay, it looks like we're heading off this way, I think. Oh, that's neat. Guess it's a club. Welcome to the beehive, my little drone, seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day. I can tell at a glance when folks are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see, always gives them away. But we play some cards to set you at ease, eh? A quick game of high or low, a simple matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor, within reason, of course. Interested? Ready for a game of high or low, then? Let's play. Good for you, no time like the present, I say. Three cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Will your total be higher or lower than mine? It's gonna be lower. Move low then, right, let's see what you got. Total 6, that's definitely lower. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say we do a major match? One more win and we'll talk about that favor. Well, this one was super easy, so maybe this is going to be a little bit harder. Alright, let's see how this goes for us. I'm gonna go with higher, I think. We're still not strong of a 6, so... Well, lost. That's unfortunate. That was a strong number, though, at the start. Because it looks like 6 is the highest number, I think. Or no, wait, 8 is. Okay. Gonna go for lower. That was definitely lower. It seems to favor lower. Out of all 3 of these games, lower was the right choice. Well, if you look at that, I think you've got a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations, victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. Come whisper in my ear, then. Now don't be shy. Tell old Trissa what she can do for you. That's all. How delightful wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vothry was born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmorian need to ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Is that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Arnthorn over there. There's not that Mary Sut likes more than the sound of his own voice. So this Vothry character sounds like a pretty strong dude. What's that new to Eulmore, you say? Only just arrived and already looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy your life, my friend. Tell you what, you hop on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have a little talk. What? It must want me to emote. That's the way, dance like no there's no tomorrow. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So what is it you want to ask me? Ah, yeah, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it was today. The Eulmore army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things have changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see, turns them docile as house cats. I would be exaggerating to say they become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. Yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. A toast to Lord Valtteri. You get a preliminary sense of the city. The Chaz and Elfenal will be expecting your return. Alright, let's go talk to our cat person owner. Alrighty. Hey, returned from your town around the city so soon. You need to have hurry back. Young Offenheim have to put the brush to the canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. I put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. This is satisfactory. Oh, goodness gracious me. That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look absolutely dashing. You truly are a handsome boy. However I might decide. What happened to the painting? Exactly. The lad is an artist, dear. It's not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly. Why not? That is to say, as long as you... just make sure you get the lad time to prepare. We know he'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? Seems slow to load in here. Okay, here we go. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress while painting. This obsession of her works out in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff out about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own telltale. Yeah, probably. Probably learn a little bit more about the history down there. I didn't actually see the entrance to the middle area, though, when I went down this way. So I'm gonna have to look around here and make sure I find it. Oh, here it is, apparently. But just drop down. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. Been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. My pudgeon thinks I'm no use to him, then... You just seek into the derelicts and describe my condition to Thorak. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Alrighty, we can do that. There's a shard here. How do I... Where's the... exit here. Okay, there it is. I don't want to go to Campany. Where is... Okay, this is the right way then. Okay. So we're going all the way around then. Okay. Oh, they do put an etherite shard here. Okay, that helps out. Yeah, you need medicines. Tonics, potions? Cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird is a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never hear completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face, you didn't know. Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few have ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Well, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest gone. Ton of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rat. Oh no. I'm content to scurry around down here, and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consolation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Guess it's the mainstay we have to go to. Yeah, that did take us about there. Did you get my medicine? So that's it. What am I going to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not at the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said. So you've been suffering all this time. I am so sorry, my pet. I didn't realize your affliction was this grave, but you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. But what am I use if I cannot sing? I fear the day I will become more burden to you than treasure. I shall have a word with Lord Varthric and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it's a step too far. No, you would do that for me. Of course, why, I would almost wish to hasten my own accession, knowing that your blessed instrument was there waiting for me, to greet me. Ascension. Ah, you must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the sin eaters exist to devour the sinful, but they also do serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them onto the celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothry that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace that the free people of Eulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment until at last we are called forth to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Vothry truly is a great man, isn't he? Now if you excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Might be easier to go down to the gate and take that elevator up to the canopy, I think. There must be a shard up here, I imagine. I must have missed it earlier. No, apparently there's not. Huh, that's actually curious. I guess they just expect you to take the elevator from the gate, I guess, then. Just good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I began sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chasms appear otherwise occupied. Would you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? So Lord Vothry posts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the Sinistry. As for his ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and the ominous remarks. So many folk have entered the city over the years, then where did they go? I took my eyes off you for one moment and you're chatting away with your assistant of yours. Am I assuming the outline is done then? What in the blazes? It is so unflattering. Explain yourself, Offanad. Where's the artistic interpretation? Should evoke images of influence and nobility and overwhelm the villa with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that the portrait was to commemorate your anniversary, yours being a joyous union. It seemed to me that a realistic portrayal. Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas in. Oh, that's somebody screaming. I say, did that come from above? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is supposed to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent, how dreadful. This man is to face sentencing? That's right, in fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mention is part of the Emergent, the level above us, which Lord Vothry resides. Ordinarily, you'd be barred from entering, but it seems to be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown Lift will take you up there. We'd better not dawdle, then. Guess we get to see who Lord Vothry is all together now. Let's go ahead and head up to the offer.
That's him. That's Vorthri. He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12. Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Eulmore is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin-eaters are part of Eulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Eulmore?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin-Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Eulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk?
I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me? I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
Well, that was kind of awkward. Forgive me, my anger I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it's probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Eulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Siniers will find few allies in Colosia. I'll accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on a strategy anew. Gosh, sure, I've done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offer you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had put none the price, you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I need to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you stepped in and saved me, and now Lord Frowny wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there, if you're willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Eulmorians may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry, and you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Off a nod. Lord and Lady Chai. What the blazes did you do? You have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portraits, Alphanod. Now, I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted from you, but there was something about your work. It was as if you've caught the very essence of her love and rendered it unto a naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I'll speak of Lord Varther and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth things over any hard feelings. I'm sorry, Lady Chai. There is more important matters that I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We're leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. I shall make arrangements so you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I'll return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. Next time we meet, I shall be prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Well, at least she liked the painting. Okay, we're heading over that way, okay. Oh, we must be taking the mounts back, okay. Yeah, this seems to be wrapping up right about the, way I'd like it to be, because we're almost at an hour again already. We got a good bit of experience out of this, though. We're about 2/3 of the way to 74. I don't see any other of the blue ones besides that one that we know is on either one, so... Still everlasting light. I guess that never changes. Hobgoblins just everywhere. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sword endeavor. While it's not quite the joyous outcome I hoped for, our efforts have nonetheless answered a great many questions. Suffice to say, our plans for saving the First is unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Valtteri and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Asgard and chart a new course. It's far from over. Okay, we have to get back to the gate, I think. It's also a gate. Yeah, it's good to be back among his friends, but in such company I can finally turn my thoughts to the future. The year we discuss all we learned and begin our plan our next step, I think it best that you visit Alize. Our familiarity with Ali Arneg will no doubt provide us invaluable insight, and besides, I know she's eager as to see you as I was. Bring a smile to her face, Naren. Alright, so that, So now we have to go for Alize now. And this is a good stopping point for this video in any case. Next time we'll be heading south and seeing what the desert has for us, because I'm pretty sure that's where we're heading next, is the desert. Yeah, down here. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So, see you then.